yelling at me, guys, already.
I did not. I did no such thing.
You know,
Barb.
I'm gonna climb on this chair. Oh my goodness.
Careful.
Let's
I
hope
don't need any accidents here. Jeez. Marlene's not here. So
okay. Do I have to sit up straight now? That would be a good idea.
You can
Look at
slouch.
that. I'm almost as tall as you because my
You'll
chair's high.
never outbun me though. So.
No, never. Are we live? Are we really
I don't
there?
know.
How do I know? I don't see anything.
Refresh and we'll try that. Took my glasses off. I don't know anything. Let's see what it says. My watch
Oh my
used
gosh,
to tell
we
me.
are.
Look how
We're
pretty
there.
it is. Wow, could we be any more polar opposite? My hair is so dark compared to yours. And that is what you're here for, right?
Polar opposites.
Welcome to the I'm not gonna say that's a swear word.
No.
No.
You don't want to get banned.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
What are you new here? What are you doing? Oh my
It's been a
god.
long week.
Are you all right?
It's been a long month.
Are you good? Okay.
Yeah.
It's
My boss has been really tough on me this month.
Tell me about it. She sounds like a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome. Just so that we're all on the same page, what is Facebook for?
For fun.
And what are tutorials
To
for?
learn something.
That is right. So if you were here to learn something, you've come to the
Bye-bye.
wrong video. You definitely are in the wrong video. We're just here to have fun because
girls just want to have fun.
exactly. And we are just obnoxious and like to laugh. And I understand that laughter. I understand that laughter sometimes is offensive. And I'm sorry for that. For you. I'm not sorry. I'm sorry that you find it offensive. So we're going to be here laughing. And
unfortunately, we don't have Marlene to dance today.
we don't have Marlene.
She's here, but
We have other tables for her to dance on now,
Yeah.
but she is not
Oh.
here to dance.
Marlene, you can bring your tap shoes.
No. We have enough carpeting, but still.
Oh no, but there's a nice big wood table out there.
No. So yes, we have a new backdrop for today. Some of you already noticed. I saw one comment, but it was only because I was this close. I can't see very close. Took my glasses off for no reason. So I'm in the studio. We're in the studio because it's so pretty and I want to show you guys. And then we have some new things. And I'm sorry, you're not going to like this next part. It's officially spooky season. September 1st is spooky season. September, October, it's all I get. It's all I get. And then November's there, and then it's Christmas, and then it's the next year. So I get September, October. So I wore skeletons today because I wanted you guys to see, because they move so much, I wanted you to see them move around. They dance. And I wanted you to see how long they are. I don't know how long my neck is, but that's what they look like. I told you they were a little bit on the big side. I don't have a ruler nearby. But I think they're, you want to grab one?
Ooh, yeah.
I think there is a picture on the website, but I know sometimes it's hard. It's hard to tell. Sometimes the measurement doesn't do it, right? So Barb's gonna show you on my head. What are we at? Like 2.5, 3?
3 inches from your earlobe.
3 inches from my earlobe. So they're big skeletons, but they need to be.
But they're light.
They're big. They're very light. I can barely tell that I'm wearing them. But they have little tiny holes in their little bones, and I can't go any smaller. I tried. So I did try, and I was on the phone with my sister and telling her what I was making, and I'm peeling off all the paper, and as I went to put them together, the jump rings wouldn't fit in the holes. And she said, I'm going to let you go now. You sound like you're having a moment. I said, I am. I just spent an hour fussing with something that's not working. So yeah, I'm going to go. So I have new things to show you, including my studio. Where should we start?
Oh gosh, I don't know. It's so beautiful.
I know. Should we start with a tour and come back?
Definitely.
Okay. Barb's gonna stay right here.
Yep.
We're in the same room. We're not leaving this room. And she will tell me if you have questions. And I'm gonna take you for a little walk. And hopefully I can get the camera set back up where it is.
Let's hope so.
So, I'm very excited. Okay.
They like your wall. What the heck happened? Where'd you go? Really? Where did it? Hang on, guys. Oh, I got me back. That's all right.
You
Go
good?
ahead. I'm good.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that was scary.
That was scary. scary.
Thank you, Jennifer, for the beautiful new space we have. Yes, definitely.
So Barb is sitting at my video table, and you can see, it's tables, because my sweet husband has not had a chance to make me a table, and that's my Starbucks. I do have to put the rest of this on the other table, because I like it to have a nice little background. Mm-hmm. So that's what it looks like from back here. I have room to move. It's amazing. So those are those are the studio lights. And then we've got a lot of lights. We'll start over here so that you can see all of our flaws. Yeah. Those are my purple doors and my fun windows. Those are window stick-ons that are not sticking on very well, but we'll get over it. And a chair for no reason, mostly to hide the stuff that's behind it. So that's why you buy furniture. That is my faux stone wall. Those are from Home Depot, and they're just nailed to the wall. And then I have my plant, not real, because I kill live things. Yes. Plants, live plants. Diane, I figured you would love the doors. I did see that comment. There's my shelves. So that's my background when I film something face on for YouTube. And my snaps. And Barb, it's Barb. So I'm gonna go this way because we're gonna do a full circle around. So there are many doors in this studio because it's big. So there's more shelves. That is the door that leads to the cork cutting and the inventory area. It's dark because it's really messy right now. You guys will get a full tour soon. It's coming. We're like so close. So I have my fabric over here. So I put my fabric in bins. You can't look behind the door because it's messy. My toolbox. She's great at hiding. I'm very good at hiding things. My fun signs, because I don't have ducks in a row, I have squirrels and they're everywhere. Could not describe my life better. Charlie, yay, Charlie is here. Charlie's here? Yes. I'm not paying attention. And I don't need a motivational wall sign, I need coffee. And I have another sign coming today that has something to do with dogs and wine. My friend makes signs, I buy them, I don't know anything. There's my shelves. And there's some of the new earrings that you guys bought because they were in our little newsletter. So that was me taking photographs of them yesterday. So I have a place to cut and I have a place to work on jewelry because that's now taken over my life. And I have my baker's rack. You guys probably don't remember this because I haven't had it out in 7 years, but I have a pink baker's rack because it's pretty. You know what I used it for one day? To block the dog. To block the dog. I had a feeling. Barb brought her dog here. My dog hasn't even been here. My ironing station. And before anybody asks, because somebody usually does, the board and the bottom part are from TNT quilt boards. So I have that. What?
Charlie, come on now.
What did he say?
Stay clean and organized.
Not very long, Charlie.
Yes, it will.
That door goes to a storage area and the outside and the stairs to the upstairs, which, by the way, they are not here right now, but if they come back, it might get noisy. I'm very sorry. They're working above us today. There's an apartment above the place. That is my sewing machine. I can't find the foot pedal. We don't want to talk about that right now. Or the power cord. And look, I have a desk and it's messy because it's mine, but I have a desk and I have a TV and I have my own printer and it's all mine. I don't have to leave here if I don't want to, ever. And then my shelves, and then look at this. Is Trisha on? Because she'll probably recognize where that came from. And that's my wedding photo. Yes. That's me and my mom and my sister, who is not that small anymore. She's 23 now. And that is my purple office.
Are you going to tell them what the space used to be?
I will, yes. So I will tell you what we are standing in right now. Let's see. There's Barb. Hi, Barb.
Hi.
If I go this way.
There you go.
Okay. There's all of Barb's head. You want to cut her off?
Oh, boy.
So, okay. I'm waiting to make sure that we're good. Okay. There I am.
Yeah.
So, this used to be the kitchen. Mm-hmm. So that door over there across from us that leads outside, the cooler was to the right and to the left was the pizza oven, and there used to be a giant hole in the wall behind the ironing board. So that's where the pizza oven was. Do you know how long it took me to understand and wrap my head around? I'm looking at a pizza oven because it was here for a while before it left. And I'm like, they had to walk outside to use a pizza oven.
I thought the same thing.
Oh, thank God. I was
I'm
like, am I that dumb? And sometimes, yes, the answer is yes. But no, there's a hole in the wall and you open the door. Yeah. Some of you already picked up on that. I did not. I was like, why would they put the pizza oven out there? Yeah. They'd have to walk out and bring the pizza back. Yeah, it takes me a little while to get there sometimes, but I get there eventually. So yeah, so I got this set up. They put the carpeting in on Thursday or Friday of last week, and I immediately was like, get out of my way, I'm setting up my studio. Like, I think as soon as we were done with Facebook, I was like, I gotta go set up the studio. So, and it was all painted and ready, and I'm just so happy. We were looking at it earlier this morning, and because we're trying to remember, we think that pretty much from that door to that wall, which I still think is being generous, is about the size of my old studio. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, just in case my husband is watching, honey, I love that studio. I love that you did that for me. I took up your tool room. It was amazing. Like, they cleared that out for me and did that for me without me even knowing it was ever going to get done, because husbands, you know how that goes. Like, we'll get it done for you. Just kidding. And I came in and I was like, this is mine, it's all white. But I had to walk sideways to get into everything, and I had to use the same table for videos and my desk and everything else I wanted to do. And then I'd have to clear it off to use it to cut. So now I have space, and I am so happy. I'm so happy. And Charlie is not wrong. It will get messy, but I made sure it was clean for you today. And I think that's what counts. I care enough to make sure that you don't have to see all of my mess. That's why I'm not taking you out there. I did start to assemble the last room. We have one room left, and I'm very hopeful that it will be done in the next week or so. I do have to go to a guild soon, so we'll see how that goes. But I am hoping to give you a full tour sometime in September, and we're thinking, if you're local, this will appeal to you, we're gonna have an open house at some point, maybe in October. So fingers crossed that I have the energy and the time to get this all set up. Once we're set up, then we're done, and then we just get to come here and work and not have to come here and sweat, which is nice.
The weather has cooled off, so
the weather has cooled off,
beautiful.
Which is because I'm done moving stuff. So of course the weather, the humidity broke and the weather has cooled off.
You're done painting. I'm done painting. We're done.
64.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Of course it's not 100 degrees anymore. So that's it. So I've been in here most of the week doing stuff, and oh my God, it just feels like. So,
somebody
very
wanted
happy.
to know about the pocketbook behind your head, which I'm guessing is the one with the floral bottom and the black and natural polka dots on top.
Since I'm not sure which one you mean, I will tell you about all of them. I'm sure it's not this one.
Right.
But this is a free pattern, and there's a tutorial on the website.
They just want to know if it's cork and
this is cork on the top, that is cork on the top, those are fabric on the bottom. That is the getaway bag, and that's the junior version, which is part of the files in the group, so you have to be a group member to get that. And I put those there because I think that's going to be the next video that I do. Oh, good. So I think what I'm going to do is change them out as I'm making videos.
No, that's a brilliant idea. You are so brilliant.
It's amazing. So
I'm buttering her up, guys.
She wants something.
I must want something.
Are we going to drinking across the road later?
No, but I do have a retreat coming up. You want to donate?
See, and she doesn't hear. So what am I supposed to say? No. So anyway, you know I'm gonna give her stuff. My God. Anyway, so.
Oh, Donna Smith says it. What did I do again?
Stop.
Oh, my goodness.
Why are you touching Donna Smith? Oh, that's great. That's lovely. We froze on the computer, and let me just, well, before this unfreezes, hold on. Oh, and of course it did. Yeah, I basically look like this. Thank you, Facebook. Oh, anyway. So.
Open house would be fabulous.
It's going to happen, and I'm really sorry if you don't live locally. You should. But if you don't worry. You're going to get a full tour, and I told you this was the kitchen. When we do the full tour, I'm going to tell you what all the rooms were and tell you what was in them, because it's really interesting. This was a restaurant and a bar. So it's very interesting. And the kitchen, I have the least amount of pictures. I never got a picture of the full working kitchen. I only have a picture
I
of
never
like.
actually saw it before they started ripping it out.
Well, they had already started moving stuff around when we first came, so I have a picture of like the old greasy oven. I don't have like, I wish I had the full kitchen, but I'll take you and I'll walk you around. I found my little rolling tripod, so we can take a walk. Give me a couple weeks. I think we should be good to go because I'm on a mission this weekend. I want to get that room set up. So I think we should be able to do that soon. And that room outside the purple doors will be our new Facebook place. So this is number 2. That will be number 3, but that will be permanent unless we change our minds, which we do a lot, which is fine. So
let's make it clear. You change your mind a lot. No,
okay.
I guess I do too.
I'm like, okay.
Well, I don't have as much freedom here as you do. I've got a lot, but
I'm gonna agree to disagree on that. I feel like you take liberties on what you can do around here, and I don't have a lot to say in it sometimes.
Oh well.
But a lot of times, well, now that we have room, it's different. Barb will come in and go, I don't like where this is, I'm moving it, and I'm like, I don't care. I don't know where anything is anyway. That's why I don't ship orders anymore, because I don't know where anything is at all. It's really
Let's
pathetic.
be honest, Marlene and I don't know really well yet either.
Well, you should, because you do the orders. But it's okay. It just takes us a little longer.
I should, because I set it up. I don't remember where I put things.
That is true. Can I show you? These are from Judy Gordon. Judy Gordon made us pumpkin coasters because Judy knows that I love fall. Yes. I love fall. And now I want more of these. Judy, can you help me find this file? I want to embroider some and bring them to my house. Anyway, what are we looking at? Are we looking for something?
Saw an acrylic round block with scissors on it.
Acrylic round block with...
Do you make
You did?
Where did you see those?
Where?
Cindy.
We're all very confused. Maybe you saw something, but it's not exactly what you think you saw. Because I don't think I have anything like that. My scissors are sitting on a shelf. I think that's it. The men are back. It might get noisy. Just forewarning you. Okay, so
I don't see anything.
If I find it and figure out exactly what you meant, I will send you a picture. Okay. Well, I made a new sample. I'm very excited. I want to show you. I did show this on Log Cabin yesterday because we were talking about my fabric yesterday. But I don't know how well the camera could see it because I don't know what angle I was at, and I just stood behind it and opened it up. But I made a new sample. Was I good? Yeah. Okay. Whew. It's really hard when you're on the other side of the camera and you can't tell what's going on. So
we just couldn't see the top of your head.
That's totally fine. Nobody needs to see the top of my head.
Definitely.
You don't need to see my grays. So I made a Sammy, and
so cute.
And I used the striped zipper and polka dot cork, and I used so many of my fabrics. I used as many as I could. And also, I don't know why I did it this way. I don't have raw edges on my corners because I closed them correctly, even though I wrote it in the pattern that they're open. But I will tell you why. There is a reason. When you close them before you turn it, it is a little bit harder to turn because you have less wiggle room, but
somebody finished
you can do either.
The bag fairy finished mine for me when I made one.
So I just wanted to show you that. So
That's all her fabric, all of it.
It's all my fabric, yes. So I wanted to give you a little insight into how my brain works before I show you the other thing that I made, because I want to know if I'm alone here or if some of you also have a completely scattered brain. I need to know this. I think I have ADD. I'm pretty sure I do. So this is how the thought process in my brain worked. On Wednesday, it was a Wednesday. Now, Eric has gone back to work. So Eric works 3 to 11. So I go home to just the dogs. And I'm here and I'm planning on being here really late. And then I got this idea in my head. Let's not stay here late. Let's pack up stuff, go home, make a Sammy, because you have to make a Sammy before you go to Log Cabin on Thursday. So you want to make something out of your fabric, and you've already decided you want to make a Sammy. So I grab all of my little cuts of fabric, and I head home, and I start cutting them out. And in the middle of cutting them out, I think, well, I kind of want to center this and fussy cut it. And somebody had asked me about doing a template set for Sammy. It was Kelsey from Adirondack. So I should also do a template set. So let me walk away from cutting what I'm in the middle of, and the iron that is going, because I'm ironing on interfacing, let me let me go over and sit at the computer and start designing a template. And then while I start designing a template, I start thinking about, well, you should add markings and you should do this. Well, then you should run downstairs and cut one on the Glowforge to make sure it's the right size. So I go and cut one on the Glowforge in the basement, but while I'm in the basement, I cut a pair of earrings upside down that had words on them. So let me recut those earrings because I'm already down here in the basement with the computer.
Did you throw some water in while you were there?
I did start the dryer, and then while I was down there, I was doing stuff while I was waiting for the Glowforge. So then I went back upstairs and I started ironing again, and I started working on stuff, and then I started sewing, and then I got another idea, and I started checking my emails on the computer. And then all of a sudden it was 10 o'clock and I didn't get this done. And I don't know what happened.
Gee, I wonder why.
But I think there's like a ping pong ball in my brain and it goes ping, 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 ping. Please, for the love of God, tell me that I'm not the only person that has these problems. I am not task oriented. I cannot start at A and go to B and then finish B and go to C. I'm like A, W, Z, L, M. I go back to A. I don't know what's wrong with my brain, but I cannot finish anything. But what that means, I am. There's like a loose wire. But what that means is I made a new template set.
Exactly.
And I recut the earrings that were upside down. So I made a new template set, and yours will have a center line. They're working. I'm really sorry if that's really loud. I hope you guys can't even hear it. This is my set. Yours will have a center line because after I cut it, I realized that I didn't have a place to center, so I had to use this and a ruler, which kind of defeats the purpose of having a template. Don't worry, yours will be fine. So there's the first template, because you know Sammy has 2 templates because they have different size corners. And I thought, should I just make it an all-in-one with markings? And then I said, no, no. The pattern has multiple templates. You need to have multiple templates because that's what I decided. And then you also have your bottom template, and this doesn't need markings because you have to do it raw edge. These have the 1/4 inch seam allowance so you can fussy cut. And as a little bonus, you get the little gusset thing. This isn't even a template. This isn't even in the pattern. I just tell you how to do the cutting. So I did the little gusset because I can.
That's cute.
So you get all 4 pieces, and then you get a little chain, and you hook them together, and you hang them up. And yes, so I did accomplish this, and I made the sample. So I did, and I used one of my fancy zipper pulls from one of the companies that Charlie made me buy from. He made me. He forced my hand. So that's my brain in a nutshell.
There's a lot of people that have the same problem.
Thank you, thank you.
Yes.
I call it sewing
Shelley
ADD.
Shelley just says she's tired just listening to you.
I'm
I
tired.
feel, Shelley.
Oh,
That's
tell
how
me
I
about
feel
it.
sometimes. We do have a question about the ironing board.
Please.
Let's go back.
Let's go back.
Is the TNT ironing board the big one or the small one? It's hard to tell. It's big enough, but who can tell?
It's the giant one.
Yeah.
It's the biggest one that they have that also has the option to have the rack underneath. Because I have this one. I have this one, the little one. I love this one. Because Tracy said my first ever Facebook Live made her cringe because I didn't have an ironing surface and I was working on the table and I was using a cardboard box.
Oh, jeez.
And Tracy was like, no, absolutely not. You cannot use that. So I had ordered clappers from her like that day, and she said, you need a new ironing board. And I said, okay, whatever you think I need, just tell me and I'll buy it. So she sent me that one. And then when I was setting up the studio, I think I ordered that to go on top of an ironing board. And I, of course, because Tracy always leads me in the direction that I don't think I need to go. And she said, I think you really want the big one and you want the rack underneath it. And I was like, okay, whatever you say. I don't care. So she did that one for me. But yeah, that's the giant one. I don't know how big it is. I do remember standing it up next to me, and it's almost as tall as I am. So I think it's like 60 inches long-ish, somewhere in there. It's whatever their big one is. Because it's almost as tall as I am. So yes, that's that.
That's what project for this weekend is to make ironing board tops.
I thought you
for the
already
retreat.
had them.
I threw them all out because they were warped.
Oh.
So now Shayna has to make them this weekend.
Well, Shayna has tools. You'll be fine. Shayna likes power tools.
Yes, she loves to cut wood.
I don't know what they're doing up there. I hope you guys can't hear it because, man, it's loud.
I don't know. Somebody comment. Can you hear the drills?
I can. Can you?
I can hear them.
Because they're literally right there.
Can-
They're over our head.
Can you hear the drills?
There's an apartment to be, or I don't even know it's really an apartment. There's another area upstairs. It used to be an apartment / office, so they are renovating that because they're done down here.
Cheryl said yes. Helene said slightly. Drills are not too bad.
Okay.
Drills aren't awful, so it's not awful.
It's awful for me right now. If I was making a video, like a legit YouTube video,
yeah,
I'd be
no.
very annoyed right now, but it's okay. They have to get their work done. I get that. So, and I would not want to be them working upstairs when it was 90 degrees out.
No.
No. So,
Who are the ironing boards from? TNT.
TNT quilt boards.
Quilt boards?
I think it's TNTquiltboards.com. So, yes. And they're right in Massachusetts, and they do the little ones and the big ones, and they ship, and they make our clappers. That's where our clappers come from.
Connie said dentist.
This is worse than
Kind of.
being at the dentist. Like, this is way worse, because the dentist is quieter, even though it's right here. It's like right in your face, but this is in some ways worse. But it's okay. I'm letting it go because maybe that will be ours someday too.
You
Who
never
knows?
know.
When it's I told my landlord, before you do anything, can I look at it when you're done, and maybe I'll move in there. So I don't know.
Maybe I'll move in
Maybe
there.
Barb will move in there. So we'll see.
TNT quilt boards. Charlie put the link
Thank
up
you,
there.
Charlie. Charlie, do you want to be my social media manager? So I did a video that might be out this weekend with my friend Stephanie from Quilt Addicts Anonymous because she just got my fabric line in and she wanted to do like a little interview. So we were talking about stuff, and she told me that Stop it.
They say they can hear it, but it's not annoying.
Okay, fine. I'll just talk over it. She hired somebody.
Wait.
She hired
Charlie
somebody.
wants to move in.
Oh, Charlie, come on over. She hired somebody to not only, she has a video editor, which I'm like, that must be amazing. Because
Wow.
you just make it and you're like, here you go edit it. But also, she hired a social media person that reads all the bad comments, and then she doesn't have to look at them. And I'm like, man, that sounds like a great job. I'm like, not for me to do, but for someone else to do for me. So I would never have to be annoyed.
There you
That
go.
sounds great. So we're taking applications now. So I was like, that sounds awesome. That sounds like a good deal right there. I mean, you know, some days I don't want to read comments or emails. So it would be kind of nice. So we're taking applications if you're interested in being annoyed all day long. What do we have anything else to tell them? I think that was like everything because I was just excited to show you the
I
studio.
know. Well, the studio's awesome.
The studio is awesome.
It really is.
I'm like, I can't believe it's mine. Like I get
Lights,
so
camera,
excited.
action.
Well, and the lights in here, I did put up majority of the lights, and there are more lights coming because I need some over there.
Yeah.
Over by the cutting area.
Yep.
My landlord was
Maybe
good.
over
He
there,
did
too.
put in some track lighting,
Over
but
your
track
ironing
lights, they're just not doing it. There's not enough. And I said, don't worry, I got it covered. And one of the guys that is doing the construction, he goes, oh, you weren't kidding about the lights. I'm like, no, I wasn't. I'm like, we take lighting very seriously. You should see what Eric's garage looked like before and after. Like, we take lights very, very seriously around here. And what did you get? Did you get something out there?
Oh, a new TV and new
A
lights.
new TV and
lights.
she goes to the
Awesome
TV first.
lights.
We got, because you guys were here last Friday,
Yeah.
you know that it got real dark in here because
Yeah.
we were in the middle of a deluge of craziness.
Oh my gosh,
there was
yeah.
like a hurricane happening outside. That stopped as soon as Facebook was over.
Exactly.
Because why wouldn't it? And that was when we all realized we
How dark.
knew that it could be a little dark in here, but I think we were all kind of delusional that there's so many windows. Yeah,
no.
it's just going to keep getting darker. And New York winters are
I was
very
gonna say,
gray.
yeah.
Once all those leaves go away and everything gets real gray and the
Yeah.
sun just, we lose it for months. I know that happens other places, but I feel like Florida doesn't have that problem. Like, I
No.
feel like other places are like, we still have sun. I'm like, the sun takes a vacation.
No.
The sun goes to Florida in the winter.
think so.
And we don't get it.
It's a snowbird.
So it is, absolutely. So I got extra lights and I
And they
gave
are
Barb and
awesome.
Marlene 2 amazing lights and I have more to put in because I'm a good boss.
Yes, you
I
are.
am a good boss. I know.
She's good.
I know.
We love her.
See? Got that on camera. Yesterday, Lisa told everybody that I was always right.
I know, and I
It was
questioned
wonderful.
that. Yeah, I
Everybody
questioned that. I
questioned that.
saw it. I heard it. I didn't believe it.
I did. Does anybody else have any questions about this ridiculousness that is today?
Oh, Helene, off to Portugal. See you all at the virtual retreat.
That's right, Helene. Have an awesome time. I cannot wait to hear about
Cork
it.
while you're there.
Can you pick up my cork? Actually, they are on vacation. That is one quick thing. I did mention this last week, and I will probably mention this a few more times just as an FYI. A lot of other countries close down and take weeks and month-long breaks sometimes. And Portugal is they're no stranger to that. So our cork companies are on vacation until the middle of September. So we have cork on order, we have cork shipping, but we don't have a lot of cork arriving because we're waiting. So if we are out of something, it will say back ordered, it will say the expected, which is basically our hopeful date, but I cannot be held to that because I don't know for sure. So we will have a little bit of cork coming in, I think next week, and then we might not get any until like end of September, beginning of October. We have plenty of cork, don't worry, we have plenty. But the one print that you want will be the print that we don't
Exactly.
have, because it's just the way it is. If you see that something's out of stock and you have a question, just send me an email, and if we have it and I can get it to you, I'm happy to do so. Sometimes we're out. Sometimes we have like a piece laying around. Sometimes I take things from my own personal stash. So, I will
does.
help you as much as I possibly can, but unfortunately, and I forget this every year, that in the fall they close down. I forget every single year.
Charlie's got the answer.
We can
He
go
said
shop at
they're-
his house?
Well, no, he says they're doing product testing, making sure all the wine corks keep the wine fresh.
Exactly, because that is very, very
But
important.
then we're going to take a road trip to Charlie's
Yes.
to shop.
Yes.
So if anybody's near Connecticut, that's where we're going. Actually, Charlie was just there.
You were, like, literally, earlier this week.
Yeah.
Yes. So, I think, was that everything? I don't know. I think that was all I wanted to tell you guys.
I think
But is there any other questions?
not that I'm seeing.
Have they had enough of us?
Maybe.
Possibly.
Oh.
So next week we might have a different backdrop. We're not sure. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if I get as much done this weekend as I want. I have to rely on my husband to help me lift some heavy things, so we will see how it goes. You know how that is. So
He's good though.
he is really good
He's
about it.
good.
He doesn't complain
so
much.
What about wax canvas, Mary?
Oh, thank you for bringing that up. I totally forgot about that. So, wax canvas. Let's have a little chit chat. Do I love wax canvas? Absolutely. Am I having a huge, major supplier issue? Also, yes. So, we have run out of some colors. I have been trying for months, like literally since it was wintertime, to get these colors back in stock. They don't have them. I don't know what is going on. And until I can figure this out on my end, we are not going to have the wax canvas page was taken down because we only have so much of it. Barb and I are going to have a little chat later because she looks at the orders more than I do and make a decision as to whether or not we're going to continue carrying it. We may end up discontinuing it, or it might be something that we just don't have, and then in the future it comes back. But for right now, the page is down because I can't get it. I can't get any. And I don't want to keep emailing people and saying, we don't have what you want. So there is a chance that, there is a good chance, we're gonna discuss this afterwards. We're possibly going to discontinue it and then just kind of see what the future holds for it. In all honesty, we sell so much more cork and waterproof canvas than wax canvas, so we're kind of looking at things and figuring that out. But what that does mean is if we decide, even if it's only, I don't want to say temporarily, but even if it's indefinitely, to discontinue it, whatever we have will probably be marked down, and once it's gone, and we'll kind of go from there. It's unfortunate, but if you guys remember, maybe you remember this, when we first when I like first ordered the wax canvas, how they were like, it's almost ready to ship. It's almost ready to ship. It was stuck on a boat. Like literally it was stuck on a boat. That canal. Remember the canal?
Canal.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was stuck on that boat. Then it was delayed. It took me months to get it in. Months. It was insane how long it took. And then as soon as we started running out of colors, they started having issues again. And I just don't want to put myself through that kind of stress. So, you know, there's a good chance we're leaning in the direction that we will not have it, and we'll just get rid of what we have, and then we'll see what the future holds. Who knows?
She'll find something else.
We'll find something else. And we always have to have, you know, we always have to have options, and I have to have like room for options. And it's not because I don't like the wax canvas. I love it. I think it's super fun to work with, but it's just, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. That's the unfortunate thing. So we're kind of figuring that out. And the kits page is still not up because I still have my head up my butt, and I'm trying to get this place set up, and this is more of a priority.
Yeah.
You will get kits again, I promise. But, you know, waiting on Cork, setting this up, going out of town in a week, Barb having a retreat. We have a lot going on. We're trying to wrap it all up. So, yes.
Diane Lill wants you to know that she found some new sugar skull fabric by Robert Kaufman that's awesome. And she thought of you because she knows how much you like Halloween.
I do. And Charlie sent me a really cool fabric that he found that was it houndstooth? I forget. I always say the wrong one. I think it was a houndstooth print, but it was actually bats. Like when you got really close to it, you know the...
Did you show me? I don't think so.
I don't know if I showed you. He sent me a picture of it.
Oh, okay.
So like from a distance, it just looks like a print, and then when you get up, it's bats. And I was like, you guys are killing it with these fun things. So... yeah, so I think that was
Shelley
everything.
says keep talking, they haven't had enough. Cindy says they can never get enough of us.
Okay, why? No, I'm just kidding. Please, we're not going to open up that one. I mean, I think we're fun, but, you know, not everybody does. Oh, I do have to say something, because I know she's going to watch this later. I call her my mother-in-law because she should be. Michelle. My Michelle and Rich. My favorite in-laws, who really should have birthed my husband, because the other ones aren't great, but we're not going to talk about that. I came to work the other day, and I had some packages delivered, which was very exciting. That sounds so stupid, I know, but I was like, it has our address on it. Like, it's real. We're here. It just felt really exciting, because I was like,
yeah.
Because remember, we never existed in Schenectady. Everything got shipped to FTR Truck and Auto because someone was always there. So now we're legit. We have an address, and it's great.
She's got a sign in the window too.
Eventually, I'm getting there. Oh, I did put the little sign, but we're gonna get a better. We're gonna use that big thing that's outside. We might.
That would be awesome.
I'm considering it. There's things I have to figure out. So there's a lot of things I gotta figure out in my life. So I came in the other day, and I went to get these packages, and I see this gorgeous big potted plant sitting next to the door, and I didn't put that there because I kill things like that. And I think I have to bring that inside soon, don't I? Because it'll get frosty.
Ask Marlene.
Ask Marlene. Marlene, what do I do?
That's her new job.
So
to water the plant.
Yes. I see this big, gorgeous, beautiful plant, and inside of it is a card. So I'm like, okay, I've had visitors here. You know who you are. And which one of them must have brought this plant? And I'm not even thinking. I open the card, and it's from Michelle and Rich. And it was just the sweetest thing ever. They call themselves my faux in-laws. They are my in-laws. And we figured out the other day that technically Eric does fit in age-wise, because he's in between the oldest and the second oldest. That technically he could really be part of their family. But you know those people in your life that aren't your biological family, but they're your family? These people are our family. So yeah, so they're my real in-laws. And they brought me a plant, and they said, we're not stalking you. And I said, that's fine if you are. So they came by, and I got a big, beautiful plant.
It is beautiful.
And I don't even know what it is, but it's gorgeous, and it's big, and it has these big round leaves. I don't know anything about plants. That's why all of the ones in here don't live. They're all dead. They're all
they're
fake.
plastic.
They're plastic. So they're technically dead.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Okay, I got a question.
Why? You don't want me to ramble about nothing forever?
How about vinyl?
Vinyl. Why you gotta go there? Who opened this one up? I gotta know.
Barbara Becker.
Barbara Becker. Okay. Let me tell you I will make it quick, I promise. Well, I can't really promise that.
I've got another question too.
We did have vinyl for like a minute, for like a hot second. My friends, Christy and Shayla, who have Sassafras Lane, they write a lot of quilting paper piecing patterns and some bag patterns. They have this really great vinyl. They shared their source with me. I ordered the vinyl. I didn't even get a chance to put it on the website because it was when I was doing crazy amounts of shows. And I brought it to the shows and I made samples and I talked about it, and we didn't sell very much of it. And so in order to get it back here and photograph it, it just never happened. I sold what I had and I just said, vinyl's not for us. I don't know. I'm very much on the fence on vinyl. Part of me doesn't want it because I don't want it to affect Cork, and I have such a deep, passionate love for Cork. But the other part of me is like, we're bag makers, we want other options. But then if we do that, there's so many things to choose from. You guys see the Cork that we have. And I started out with 7 colors that I agonized over. I agonized over picking up 7 solid colors, and now we have like 100 plus. So I'm not saying no forever. I'm saying no at this moment. We have to get settled in here. I have to make sure that we have a good spot for it and that we find a good supplier, because it has to be good vinyl. It has to be worth it. It has to, I can't sell garbage. I'm just not going to do that. So in the future, I'm going to give you a solid maybe. I'm not going to say no, but I'm not going to say absolutely it's coming. So that was my long way of saying maybe, probably, but I don't know for sure.
Okay, the next question is, have you heard of aged muslin?
It sounds vaguely familiar, but I don't know if I know what it is. What is it?
I made a quilt out of it.
Hey!
Okay. It's cotton, but it does look kind of like, how the wax canvas gets that crinkly look? It looks like that, but it's not crinkled, it's flat.
Oh, so it just
looks like it's crinkly, but it's not.
Huh. Oh,
I made a quilt out of it.
Did you like it?
Quilter's cotton. Yeah, I did.
But it's not muslin. It's actually
it's
cotton.
colors. It's all different
colors.
Yeah.
Does it look kind of hand-dyed almost? Kind of modeled?
Kind of. Yeah.
We can look into that.
I just saw the
I don't
quilt
know
top
who
that I
has
made
it.
about 5 years ago with it that's not quilted yet.
How many bins of quilt tops did you find when you were cleaning?
I just found another 5.
5. Let me just tell you a story about my friend Barb here. In the middle of us moving, she decided to put new flooring in where she has her long arms, too. Not these, her giant long arm machines. So what do you have to do when you put new flooring in? You gotta move everything out. And what blows my mind, they may not be quilted, but you have 5 bins of tops that you have found the time to make. Yeah. That boggles my mind.
Some of them have been about 7 years.
I don't care though. So many long arm quilters are like, I don't have time to do anything. And you're like, you find time to sew. Like, you may not get them done, but you find time to sew, and you do get some of your own done.
That's what I did actually after finding them. I said to Shayna, pick one out and I'm going to quilt it before I start doing custom.
See?
So I did.
See? And you're getting into your busy season because Christmas is coming.
Christmas is coming.
So, yeah. So that's a little tidbit
so if
about my
anybody
friend.
wants to give me a quilt to quilt, October 25th, this is the last day for guaranteed Christmas.
Well, there you go.
There
and I don't
you go.
quilt anymore, so I have nothing for you.
I know none of you guys are around here, but
some of them are.
well, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I'd take them if you want to mail them to me.
Here, there you go. Do you have any other questions about this?
Oh, are we talking about your business?
Or either business. You can ask Barb questions if you want to. I don't care.
Does that go with the solid? Cork, more cork.
Cork.
And now it sounds like a dentist drill.
Yeah, now it does.
Yeah, and it's right over our heads.
And I think that means it's time to call it a day. Are there any other questions?
No.
Okay, I'm going to end this video then because I need to get out of this room because it's making me crazy. So, Barb's going to call it a day.
I'm gonna cut you off.
Cut me off. We will see you guys next Friday. And if you have any questions, you know how to get a hold of me. So, I guess that's it.
Bye, guys.
Bye.